What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Jess. I'm back. I'm here to spit some knowledge on some things that need to be talked about. But before I do that, make sure y'all go buy Girls Can Be Daddy Tea. That is me. I'm selling myself on a shirt, so go buy it. Let's talk about this first, and I'm gonna spit some truth real quick. If you want to get in a serious relationship and you want to have a good, healthy, long, fulfilling relationship, and I can say this from experience, you need to focus on yourself. And everybody says that, but like, here's why. When you put all your focus on yourself, you do things for yourself, you show yourself that you're accountable for yourself, you show up for yourself, then you can kind of introduce somebody into your life. Because if you're somebody with no substance, you're new to the game, you're all these things, you're not really sure of who you are, your relationship is going to be that way. I'm a big believer that relationships are a reflection of where you're at in your life currently. So what do I mean about loving yourself? Loving yourself is not just saying, I love myself and I can look in the mirror and I'm confident. It's learning how to be confident. It's learning how to be accountable for yourself. It's showing yourself that you're able to do these things for yourself. I'm talking about simple shit, like cutting your nails, cleaning your ears out, taking regular showers, your hygiene. You're just going to the gym regularly, you're eating regularly healthy. You're doing things for yourself to show yourself that you're accountable for your own actions. Therefore, you have a more positive mindset, a more driven mindset. But not only doing those things to be relationship ready, but just doing those things for yourself to show yourself that, hey, like, I care about me. I'm always gonna be ready for myself. And a lot of people don't really think about that when they think about going into relationships. They just think about the other person. What is this person gonna offer me? Think about what you're gonna offer to this person. And not just things like hygiene, but also personal energy. Where are you at in your life? Are you ready for something like this? Another thing with yourself is also timing. If you have just gotten out of a relationship, if you were freshly out of the closet, I would just, take a minute. A lot of us will put ourselves out there to see what is out there because we're bored or we're curious or whatever. You might just get caught up in the game and end up in a relationship. Just be responsible for your actions, because when you actually are mature enough to say to yourself, I'm not ready. You know what I mean? I need time. Especially if you don't even know what you're doing with your life and your career and just things that drive you. I mean, how disappointing is it when you go to somebody, they don't know what they want to do with their life yet. That same person that you might be searching for that has all those things that you admire and search for will never be with you, idealistically. That's usually what makes a relationship really good, is when those two minds collide, when you've had time for yourself and you're emotionally ready. Just being mature in those moments. So it's just making a decision. It's not just oh, life happens, I got in a relationship. It's no, make a decision for yourself and then decide, how you can go on from here, especially if you just got out of a relationship. And this whole thing, getting in and out of relationships, is full circle. When you go into a relationship, there's the same amount of effort put into getting there ready as it is getting out of a relationship and getting ready for yourself again, getting yourself back. And this goes back to the beginning of what I was talking about, is I can take care of myself. I know exactly what I need to do for myself. I know I need to be healthier. I need to get back on track. As long as you have that thought and you have those standards for yourself, then you won't fall off like a giant cliff. And a lot of people that I've run into or people I've dated have always been really afraid, either before, during, or after the relationship, where they're terrified of losing the person they're with. It's that person's problem. It's their reflection of their fear within themselves, saying, I don't know what's gonna happen if you leave, because I don't know if I can do these things for myself. I'm terrified about being with myself. Warning signs in the beginning are huge, especially if somebody is not ready, if somebody is emotionally damaged, if they have anxiety, depression, all these things that you might not be able to handle within somebody. Don't think about the potential of a person. And that's one of my biggest flaws, and I've learned that and known about that for a long time. Actually being mature enough to say, this is a problem that I have, I can't keep doing this to myself. Just look at a person for who they are. Really, just look at what is in front of you. Always just take in what they say, be very observant, and just take the person for what they are. And if they're not where you want them to be, or you're just not getting the right vibe, just take it for what it is, and then decide what you're gonna do. Aside from all that shit, if you're ready and this person's ready and you guys have this amazing connection and things are going great, just things are aligning, fucking go for it. That's when you know you're ready to get into something serious. But like I said, be ready for yourself first. If you're really good with yourself, you're gonna find a really good partner, because your vibes will match that. And as far as breakups, you kind of understand and know when the breakup is going to happen. And a lot of us will defend the person, We'll defend our own actions, play this scenario game in our head, have these endless questions with other people and conversations with other people, like debating if what they should really do. A lot of y'all come to me like, what should I do? Like that already is just like, you know what I mean? Like if you're questioning something that is serious and you've been in it a long time and you're sad, you're losing yourself, your partner's losing themselves, there's no more passion anymore. It's just like, you know what I mean? And I know what it's like to feel really stuck. In my personal past, I've always fought for relationships knowing that they probably wouldn't work. But for me, like I'm just a lover and I'm a person that sees the good in other people, and especially if I love another person, I'm willing to fight for it. And that's what love is all about, honestly. But you know, when it comes to being with the partner that you really want to make things work with, you got to really weigh out like how much energy you're really going to put into this. Like how much do you really have left and how much do they really have left? Having discussions and communication with your partner during these times is extremely important, and be two mature adults and just end things on a very positive note. You know, that's a situation a lot of us want, and you can get there. You just have to like let things kind of pan out. You have to have multiple conversations. You have to be really patient with the other person. You have to be really patient with your own thoughts. Take a lot of time for yourself. Just go through these scenarios in your head. Like, what is most important for you right now? Where are you at in your life? Where's your partner at in your life? Is this a good time for both of y'all? Like, can you really make this work? Like, in reality, can you really make this work? Like, just ask yourself these hard questions. And when you can have this level of honesty with yourself and your partner, that's where the clarity and the maturity of ending on a very positive mutual note can exist, because it's like you both have analyzed the situation, you both fought for each other as much as you could, you both have been saying the same things like, I just don't know, like this just doesn't feel right. And if you're with a toxic partner, doing a lot of analyzing of not the person that you love, but the person that is in front of you, noticing the toxic behaviors that they might be doing. Are they having a power struggle with you right now? Just following your gut. Like everybody says that, and there's a lot of cliches in this, but really, like, it's true. Like if it just doesn't feel right in here, your heart's not going to be in it, and that person's heart's not going to be in it, because they feel that within you. Energy doesn't lie, and it's always going to be there, and it will literally eat you alive if you don't listen to it. It's happened to me in toxic relationships where I've lost myself, I've lost my appetite, I've had to get like a colonoscopy done because my digestion was so fucked up. I lost like tons of weight, I lost my motivation to work out and eat right. I didn't have any passion anymore. I wasn't doing videos, I wasn't making content. Like it's just, that's when you know what I mean? If you really are losing yourself and your partner is no longer supporting you, you guys just aren't smiling as much as you used to, it's just like, you gotta do it. In some, you know, getting in and getting out of relationships is a lot of energy, a lot of time. Just understand that you will always come first. Take a good amount of time to get that depressive energy soaked in and established, and then take the rest of the time to just really be able to be like, I'm free now. I can create my own energy again. I can surround myself with my friends and the people that I really love. And I do that all the time, and just like, you can show yourself what that's like again. You know, people notice that, and hence you'll attract the right people into your lives, and hence you'll create better future relationships. And every relationship that you get out of will lead to a better one, and if that's not the right one, it will lead you to a better one. And as long as that's the case, that means you're doing something right. That means you're on a better path. I have hope that, you know, not only will I find the same, but that all you will too, because we're out here just hustling and having fun and just being gay and happy and just living life, man. And that's what it's all about. I love y'all. Please stay positive. I know how rough it is out there, especially in the lesbian game. Peace.